Can we please retire this idea that you need to keep your muscles guessing? Seriously, guys, seriously. Because your muscles are not in the gym having a little mystery experience. For real. Like, I can't believe the fitness industry is still telling women this, but here we are. And it's clever. I'll admit it's clever. But this is the exact reason why women continue to struggle with having or building measurable progress. Your body, your muscles don't need more confusion. It needs progression. Okay, so there's a lot of women who feel like that if they're constantly switching exercises or changing their routine every other week, or even doing something different every time that they train, that they are training smarter. But training randomly doesn't equal effective. And training hard doesn't automatically equal strategic. Let me break this down. Let's say you're trying to build glute strength and you do hip thrusts for 20 pounds at 10 reps. Next week, you switch. Instead of doing hip thrusts, you switch to kickbacks or reverse lunges or jump squats. Or maybe you use a different machine altogether because you're trying to keep your muscles guessing. How would you even know if you got stronger? You wouldn't. But if you come back the next week and you do that same hip thrust for 12 reps instead of 10, or you increase the volume by 20 pounds, well, now your body has a reason to adapt. Now you have something measurable. Now you're actually building progress. But what usually ends up happening is this: you do a lower body workout this week. Next week, you go in and do that lower body workout. Completely different exercises, completely different order, completely different machines, completely different tempo, a different everything. Okay, everything is different. And then a few weeks later, you're wondering, why don't I feel stronger? Why can't I tell if this is working? Why do I keep starting over? Because you are. And let me be clear, I am not saying variety is bad.
Who had been saying that? Who said that? Who said that? Who said that?
I am not saying never swap out an exercise or that you have to stick with the same robotic routine. Nope, not saying that. What I am saying is random change is not the same thing as intelligent progression. That's the difference. Your body adapts when you give it a clear enough stimulus consistently over time. So when you're throwing a different workout every 7 business days, hoping that your glutes are impressed, they're not. They're not. I'm sorry. This is not strategy. It's cute for branding. It's chaotic. Okay. It's cute for branding, but it's not strategy. And this is really important because women are already dealing with enough inconsistencies in life. You have work, stress, children. Some of you may even have children, right? And on top of that, you're dealing with a mental load, emotional fatigue, a packed schedule, limited recovery. I mean, you're trying to take care of yourself in the middle of all of that. I'll be honest, if you have a few solid days in which you can train, these workouts actually need to count. You don't need randomness, right? You need clarity. This is how strength is built, not because the body was confused, but because it was given a repeated stimulus and then asked to do a little more over time. This is exactly how adaptation works. Honestly, that's why I created this system, the stress integrated strength system, because women do not need more randomness. What they need is a structured progression that works with their stress, their energy, and their actual life. Not a plan that looks exciting on the gram but falls apart in real life. Okay? Not a program that has you doing something different every week because it feels new. And definitely not taking advice from women who think they need constant novelty to make progress.
No, no, no.
Because, especially if you're a woman like me with limited time, real responsibilities, a fluctuating capacity, I'm telling you, we care about structure more. But when you can see the pattern, when you know this week builds on from last week, and you know next week has purpose too, honey, your training starts to feel a lot less frustrating and a lot more intentional. Okay. This shift matters because a lot of women have been taught to chase novelty when what they truly needed was progression. I mean, these women are being taught that if workouts don't feel different enough, hard enough, or even exhausting enough, that it's ineffective. No, not true. Effective training is not about constantly doing something new. It is about doing what works long enough and progressively enough to let your body respond. So, no, you don't have to keep your muscles guessing. What you do need to do is give your body a clear enough reason to adapt. Progress is not built on confusion, it is built on progression. If you don't take anything else from this video, I want you to remember progress is not built on confusion, it is built on progression. And if you are ready for a structured way to start applying that, the 7-day reset will be linked below.
Stop it. Get some help.